Y'all gotta get this unfiltered
Get out.
sake.
Floss goes the weasel. Oh my goodness. Jerking the
Morning,
box.
Norm.
Oh.
Morning,
Yeah,
Norm.
morning Norm to that.
Morning, Norm.
Woo.
I don't know if y'all ever tried this early in the morning. It's unfiltered. It's sweet sake. You eat it, you drink it with
Not
your
this
sushi.
early. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this early. This early. When you're
Mm.
Asian, you just do whatever you can to do Asian
Oh
in
wow.
America.
Okay, yeah.
Cheers. I'm Cart
Do it
Clark.
up. Do it
Here
up.
we are
Here we are. Morning
in
Morning,
Norm
Norm.
card.
December 2020.
Morning, Norm to Kark. I'm glad that you're boozing it up authentically, and
I am 21 now. I
Mm-hmm.
am of the legal age to drink. So, I mean, I'm
About
going to
dang
do it.
time, yeah.
that
That's
is
right.
true.
Morning Norm to that. Happy birthday.
Birthday to Kark, who shares a birthday with Jolene Kim last Friday. Was it
Not
Joyce
Thursday.
Cajun?
Oh, was it Friday? I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
Unhappy birthday to that crazy bitch Jolene Kim, though. She knows what she did. She knows what she did to you, Kark, and I cannot forgive her for that. No,
That's
sir.
right. That's right.
No.
Well,
Well, morning,
good morning.
everybody.
I'm Bunsen
With you as
McLean.
all, Bunsen Sleepy McLean over there. And, of course, you know me. I'm Alabaster Fingergun. Pachow, pachow. I've been busy this week knitting some festive Christmas dog sweaters. Because they're
What?
not just for salamanders anymore. That's right.
I want one of those dog sweaters. Are you going to send one to me? You know, I have
Is
a
your
dog.
dog as big as a salamander?
Well, if you think about it, maybe like 10 times a salamander.
10 times. Okay,
You're
but
wild.
it's
You're
going to
wild. You're
take me
crazy.
10 times as long. I should have it to you in 10 Decembers. Is that okay?
Oh, what, you mean it takes you a whole year just to do one salamander there? Why don't you just go back
Yes.
to eating salamanders, Alabaster? Alamander.
Um,
That's what I'm going to call you, Alamander, from now on.
that is closer to my
Never
actual
forget.
name than you've ever gotten before. So, yeah, I would welcome the change and hope that you can stop drinking sake in the morning. Maybe get a dictionary for yourself.
Well, you know, this is the first time I'm drinking sake. I try all the alcohols
Usually moonshine.
every time. That's
Usually
right.
Everclear or moonshine.
That's
7
right.
a.m. It's 8 a.m. It's
Yeah.
9 a.m.
It's a new day. Every day is a new day. You have to try new
Burn your
alcohol
nose
every
hairs. Yeah.
day.
Whew.
You don't want to waste it.
Mhm.
You don't want to waste all the alcohol on the shelves, do you? Now look
No,
at
you
I
got
don't.
that
I
good
don't.
bathtub hooch. Mm.
That's right.
Man,
Look at
Mhm.
that handsome
Mhm.
Bunsen. Look at that hair. That nice head of hair
people
now there.
I love that spit curl. Yeah.
people are staring into these silver locks, wondering, are we going to get to the news? I don't know.
No, we're
Not
so
with this
tired.
handsome devil on the screen.
I mean, I am so tired.
Am
of the
I
news.
coughing, or is it coronavirus? I don't know.
Well, that is sleepy Bunsen, sleepy McLean there, ladies and gentlemen. Look how handsome he is.
Oh, thank you,
Um,
thank you very much, everyone. This morning,
Mm.
oh,
We're
we
gonna-
are
Just want
primed
to
after.
sprinkle them on donuts and eat them.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Well, I think
Yeah.
I think
speaking
some
of
of us got
eating
some good
donuts.
news this weekend, and some of us definitely got some detrimental news.
Ooh.
That's right. I don't know if y'all
Why don't you tell us
heard
about it, Kark? Yeah.
of the Pfizer board member Stephen Goatlib. I don't
Gottlieb?
even know how to Goatlib, whatever. I'm gonna call him Goatlib. He put the Trump administration on blast for passing on 100 million additional doses of their mRNA vaccine. On the other hand, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar countered that there was no guarantee when these doses would be delivered. Bear in mind, we're talking about a pharmaceutical company and the Trump administration, so it's safe to assume that they're both lying. I would say that is about 100.
Thought that one without saying. Yeah. There you go. Well, I mean, damn, you think that a resident of Florida would understand how a fast pass works. I mean, come on, this guy stays at Mar-a-Lago like 40% of his presidency. And I mean, their whole economy down there is based off of Disney World strip clubs and alligator tacos. And you guys know that when I say alligator tacos, I'm talking about the strip club in Tampa where the dancers wear knockoff Disney costumes. You're not really Florida trash until you've seen an alligator taco. Pachow, pachow.
I want to try. I want to try alligator taco.
I'm
It's a little
interested.
fishy.
What I want to know is, if is Trump going to take this vaccine? That's what I want to know. What do you think, guys? You think he's going to take the vaccine or not?
Oh, I think he'll be first in line.
Really?
Oh, I think he'll be.
Does it have a golden microchip?
I mean, he was rushed to the best hospitals. I don't think I don't think he's ever been anti-science. On the record.
I think he's gonna say I don't need the vaccine because look, I kicked the COVID, and I'm doing just fine. That's what I think. But how will we ever know? We'll never know because we don't even know what his taxes are. What do you think, Alligaster Dinger Duns?
Well, the man's totally inscrutable. I mean, he is a fan of shooting the messenger. Sean Spicer. Huckabee Sanders. And this vaccine works off of messenger RNA. So I think he's going to shoot the messenger RNA vaccine on this one, and he's not going to take it because he wants to be a little too bold and gold for that shit. You know what I mean?
I think he'll definitely be curious. Be curious to try it at least. I think and simply to he is an older man. I believe 77. Well, either way,
Yeah.
it's
Old.
it's a tough time. Well, hey, good for Pfizer. For calling out what was really important here. Is that Trump missed out on the deal of a lifetime. For
Ooh.
being Mr. Deal Maker or Mr. New York real estate. I think it feels good that all of us here sitting in poverty, waiting for a vaccine, can know that the big wigs really just care about a pissing contest over
Yeah.
who got there first.
Yeah. The art of messing up a deal. That's what it sounds like to me. Speaking of El Donarino, you guys heard that thousands of Trump supporters flocked to the Stop the Steal March in the nation's capital on Saturday, right? I mean, they went out in support of the president's invented claims of election fraud, but ultimately, demonstrators clashed with counter-protesters, resulting in 4 stabbings, 33 arrests, 9 hospitalizations, and 4 counts of porta-potty incest before the counter-protesters even showed up.
Wow. I mean, I don't even know why counter protesters win. That's where my mind goes. Like, why would you even expand the energy and make it a thing? Just ignore Trump and everything that he does, and it won't be real. You tweet it, and guess what? It's real. So the answer is to ignore
Everyone's
him. It's
very
like a
fired
child.
up. Everyone's very. They saw a video. You see a video and you believe it. And they think that because no one else is sharing it, because people are sharing it, but because the mainstream media isn't sharing it, that in itself is somewhat validating to the to the truth of it. Well, either way, it's tough to watch this, but I am looking at the story with a little bit of optimism. We've moved past driving into protesters and have obeyed back to some old school street rules, knives only and AR-15s only.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not knives only. That's knives and AR-15.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you more here, Sleepy. I feel like the denouement of Trumpism has been about diminishing returns on their branding. You know what I mean? started so strong with "You're fired" and "Make America Great Again." What killer slogans that just fit on hats so well. I mean, what do they have now? Proud Boys, Stop the Steal, Make America Great Again. I mean, if this teaches us any lesson, it's this, conservatives: pay your copywriters or continue to suffer the consequences. Because not looking good for you.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're falling behind. It's, well,
everyone has Microsoft Word and they think they're a writer. That's all I have to say.
Check this out. I thought this was an interesting story. Following the Supreme Court's denial of Texas' motion to overturn election results in 4 swing states, Texas State Representative Kyle Biederman intends to submit a referendum that will allow Texas to vote on whether they would like to secede from the United States. Biederman made the announcement on Twitter, ending it with the hashtag Texit. It's worth noting that he started the tweet with "feeling treasonous, might delete later."
Oof. Yeah, not good.
What's Texas's deal, huh? Always gotta stand out. It's great.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. All that. I mean, wasn't it 2016 when everyone was sharing that image of what California and Oregon and Washington would look like if they branched out and formed their own country separate from the U.S., and how they'd have like hegemonic control of film and technology and shipping and just all sorts of industries? I mean, what would an independent Texas control? They'd corner the market on Dr. Pepper flavored beverages. I mean, big whoop. We still got the PIB.
Well, I think they would corner the market on all things big. I don't know if y'all knew, but I did a commercial with Yao Ming, who is a giant, and he is the biggest Chinese that man that lives, and he lives in Texas because they had to make a real big house, a much bigger house, and his wife is also a giant, and they both live there. They have a big bed and everything. And so can you imagine a commercial with me, little tiny old me? You can't really tell here on the Zoom, but I came right up to his waist. I was going to say another word, but you can imagine what's right at the waist. And
don't call HR.
Don't call HR. Don't call HR. I didn't say the word. I didn't say penis. I did not say penis.
Oh, well, you just said it and now it's out.
Oh, no, but it was in a different context, ladies and gentlemen.
Story of my baptism. Sorry.
What?
Sorry, go on, Car.
Now, what now? Okay, I don't even want to know. But I do think that California should succeed. They should succeed, but they should secede. That's right. We are the state with all the money. All the money.
Well, I'm glad
I think we do well.
I agree. That we definitely
do fine. Yeah.
Did have the corner market for a while on technology and innovation, and I think a lot of good homes here. A lot of good beach here. Well, I think it's interesting that the old-fashioned "don't mess with Texas," that old slogan is getting a bit taking less of a stern tone and more of a whiny middle schooler who didn't get put in the same homeroom as her best friend. Just doesn't quite sound the same coming from Texas these days.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. Well, that was it. That's all I had to say about Texas this time.
All right. Have either of you been to Texas?
No, I have not.
No, neither of you have been there. Well, I can you imagine that I would be the only one who's been to Texas? Well, here we are, 2020.
They have a big Asian population in Texas.
Do they
actually.
really? I have no idea. I didn't
Yeah.
go to visit the Asians, but I did. I happened to visit the biggest Asian. Anyway,
He's a tall
it was
man. Yeah.
it was in Houston. Um,
Hmm.
let's talk about something fun. Musician FKA Twigs has filed a civil suit against her ex-boyfriend Shia LaBeouf, or ex-boyfriend Shia LaBeouf, alleging that the actor abused her physically, mentally, and emotionally. Well, god damn it, I guess I could sue a bunch of men now throughout their relationship. In an email to the New York Times, LaBeouf admitted, I have been abusive to myself and everyone around me for years. I have a history of hurting the people closest to me. I'm ashamed of that history and am sorry to those I hurt. Well, there is nothing else I can really say.
Ooh.
It begs the question: can someone cancel themselves over email? I guess so.
I mean, try as he might. I mean, wonder no longer as we take some pot shots at this uneven Stevens in our favorite segment, 2-minute hate. Let's let him have it, guys.
Oh dear. Shia LaBeouf. Who knew? Who knew Shia LaBeouf was gonna be the the Turner, the page turner. We thought you were the golden child. We thought that you were gonna be the one to take us to the top. And I'm not talking about, when you were cast as Indiana Jones, the junior. The son of Indiana Jones. What, to carry on the legacy of the Crystal Skull? Give me a break. Okay, no, you were the golden child of Transformers. Okay, we believed in you. All right, and instead, you take all our hearts. I mean, we believed in you since Holes. All right, I'm not even that much of an Even Stevens fan, But honestly, just you had our hearts, and you and yeah, once you went full Banksy, I mean, we couldn't support you, Shia. You lost us, Shia. I'm sorry, you lost us when you put the paper bag over your head and you locked yourself in a room and you charged people $20 or however much it was to stand in line to talk to you into a room. That's full Shia. That's full Shia. I'm done.
Well, would you like to go sleep or should I go next? Boofster.
Oh, me? No. Go ahead, Clark.
Oh well, okay. Well, I know we're doing a 2-minute hate here, but I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna do a little 2-minute like here, because I liked him. I have seen his last two movies, and I think they were great. Have y'all seen Peanut Butter Falcon? He was a like an older brother to a handicapped boy. It was such a heartwarming movie, and he made it, or he was part of it. And then there was another Honey Boy, something like that. Anyways, they were both very good movies, and I saw him and I heard him talk, and I really like him, and I think that he has changed a lot. He's gone through a lot of things in his life, and he's worked on it. The woman who was the producer was helping him. I think they were probably in an affair or something. We're probably going to get together because she just helped him move along. And I know that this girl who's suing him because he was his ex, her ex, I'm sure he was emotionally, mentally, and physically abusive. But aren't all men? That means I get to sue every single man out there.
I mean, I can't
Yeah.
speak to.
I mean, were you ever choked? Because FKA Twigs described being choked.
Well, I was pushed, I was shoved against the wall, I was thrown far across the room.
Then you should
I
sue.
was shoved down into the floor. You know, it's a normal thing. and emotionally and mentally.
It's
I
not. I don't
mean,
think that's
isn't it?
normal.
Oh,
That doesn't sound normal at all, Kark.
what?
I've never done that to anybody.
Really? You never done that to
No.
your wife?
No, no.
You don't
No.
do that. You don't do that to the woman in your house. I
I've-
thought that's a normal man thing.
No.
It's not.
Unequivocally,
Are
no.
you talking?
Do you need help, Kark?
Well, I just thought that was a normal thing. I didn't know it was not normal.
This is
This is
some
2-minute
heavy...
hate, not 2-minute cry for help. But if you need help, Kark,
I
we
wasn't
will
crying.
pachow to your ex-lovers and get you the help that you need.
Well, I thought it was the way they loved me.
Well, unfortunately, this is not the way that men should be loving, expressing that love, in any way, to a
No.
woman,
Well,
or to anyone. No one should be pressing anybody against the floor, unless you're acting in a scene.
No one should be hurt or forced to do things against their will or anything like that. Anything like what FKA Twigs and you were describing.
But the makeup
Horrendous.
sex was real good.
Yeah, that's called trauma bonding.
What?
That's yeah.
Shia Labeouf.
Yeah, people who take hostages do the same thing. It doesn't make it right.
Huh. I got to think about this. Y'all.
Shia LaBeouf.
All right.
I think everyone
Stockholm
needs to think
syndrome.
about their think about the things that they've said yes to and that they've been complicit. I know that I've made mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we've all certainly
You
had.
tell me you never emotionally abused your girlfriend.
I
mean,
have retrospectively realized that I have gaslit. Yes.
Mentally
I've
abused
done
your...
things that I'm not proud of. I've never physically acted in anger against a woman, but I've done
never
things
been
that I'm not
physical.
proud of. I wasn't emotionally mature enough to express myself or do, even I've done unconscionable things. Sure. Who among us hasn't? But I've never, ever hurt anybody.
I like being choked during sex.
That's different. If there is willing, affirmative confirmation that you want to be choked, then hey, get down, be the dirty dog that you want to be. Bury that bone in the yard. I don't care. Do you? But yeah, there's a difference between that and getting thrown across a room, Kark.
Well, I got to think about these things. I got to recalibrate my entire definition of love.
Well, I mean, I had some hate to give to Shia LaBeouf, but I think I'm giving my 2 minutes up to love now too, because I think there's a lot of people out there that are hurting. Maybe they've been in a similar situation as FKA Twigs or Kark here, and maybe you need a little help. Just don't be afraid to talk out. Things will get better, and
Well, I hope so, because
my door is always open. I know HR's number because
is your door open? Is your door open really in this COVID time? Because everybody's stuck and down and locked down and stuck with that abuser, apparently.
anyone can message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I will do whatever I can to help. My metaphorical door is open, but I still wear a face mask because I want to be safe. Everyone should want to be safe, and this is about physical, mental, and emotional safety.
and health safety.
Shia LaBeouf.
And health. Yes,
Maybe
physical
this is just
health.
one big art project that he's putting together. I don't know what he's doing.
right.
I don't know what this is, but this is a great conversation we're having.
Yeah.
Despite
I'm not there.
if that's
Sounds like he's pulling a Joaquin Phoenix on us. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know.
Well, in some lighter spirited news, move over, Ant-Man, because Marvel Comics has a new superhero.
Wait,
that's
we
hitting the
forgot. We
newsstand.
forgot to thank the Pack Theater. We have to thank the Pack Theater and let them know.
That ruined my entire lead. But yes, thank you very much, Pack Theater.
I'm sorry, you were gonna
all right.
lead into
It's okay.
that.
I wasn't ready for that transition
Cool.
either.
That subtle dig on Ant-Man is well, it's spent now, but we're so glad that the
We're
Pack
gonna do it
Theater
again. You're gonna do
is
it again.
part
We're
of
gonna
these
do the replay.
We'll catch it,
professional
we'll catch it.
performances that we rehearsed beforehand.
That's right. I was drinking sake, so I didn't even
We go
hear what you
live.
said.
We go live, we grip it and rip it. Sometimes we have real conversations, which you just witnessed. And all of that is thanks to the beautiful, brilliant people at the Pack Theater. They're great comedy theater. They have real conversations as well. They will teach you whatever you want to know: stand-up, improv, sketch, character, acting, writing, directing. Learn it, do it all. They have online classes right now.
People even get married. They meet each other there and they get married. They have babies, all kinds of things. So you want to definitely go to the Pack Theater.
Little wolf cubs. Yeah.
That's right. They're just packing it in. Not in person, of course, right now.
Bury the bone in the yard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's right. There's a big pandemic going on. If you didn't know by now.
Mm-hmm.
But check out. Yes. Go
Speaking
ahead.
of that yard,
we also want to thank the yard where the bones are buried, and we want to thank the great actor, performer, writers that appear on this show. Of course, I'm talking about Garrett Mendez, Jolene Kim, and Zach Hillman. I hear just fantabulous things about all of them.
Where did Sleepy go? Did you fall asleep, Sleepy? Wake up now.
I just fell asleep. Right now. But
thinking
I'm
about that
realizing
yard.
that it's only Monday. And we got we got 4 more days to this.
Well, if you are so kind, I know that Jolene Kim has a Patreon page. She has to pay about $17,967.35 in rent. So why don't you just become a member?
That's 35 cents.
I know that 35 cents. Why don't you become a member? It's $1 a month. It's $12 for the entire year. You get to see her do all kinds of characters. Auntie Juju's going to bring a lot of joy into your home. All these things. You can even go up to $20 a month, and she would just love on you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You watch out.
Of course, can't forget about our contributing writer, April Lotshaw. Pachow to her. She's been contributing some great stories for us. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Well, I think if did we get everything, Bunsen?
I believe so. I think we're all queued up now.
Yeah.
But
Why don't you do a replay?
People.
Why don't you do a replay? Because I didn't even hear a word you said there. And
we're gonna hit it fresh. We're gonna hit the ground running like a real alamander all up in this bitch. Move over, Ant-Man, because Marvel Comics has a new superhero hitting newsstands. Nurses. That's right. Marvel is celebrating these everyday heroes with a one-off comic called The Vitals. Nurses everywhere appreciated the gesture, saying, hero pay would have been great, but at least we don't have to do a crossover issue with Hawkeye. Thanks for that.
I mean...
It's not even about Hawkeye, it's about Jeremy Renner.
Oh, yeah.
No one likes him.
No one likes that drunk. Oh, yeah.
No one likes him? Really?
Possibly. I don't know. He tried to launch a country music career, I think, right after Avengers, and it just felt too artificial. felt like too much. And an app, if I'm correct. He also tried to launch a music label, a country music album, an app, and then
he definitely overestimated the amount of market saturation that the world was craving for Jeremy Renner, because I never heard of any of those things.
Look at that dapper man. Look at him.
Wow.
Well, Well,
His face is just melting off of his skull. Yeah.
well,
Mm-hmm.
but back to the Vitals comics, new from Marvel. Yes, absolutely. For many years, I've been waiting for a gritty reboot of Grey's Anatomy. You know, it's because that show on ABC had people talking to ghosts. So why not give McDreamy, like a good slash evil timeline? Why not have the Surgeon General, be play with people's lives, they already play God.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's real cool, but what do you think the doctors are thinking? They're like, yeah, go ahead and do a nurses. What about us? I mean, what do we chopped liver,
Well,
chopped up
they've already got
livers?
Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Doctor Manhattan. There's a few prominent comic book doctors out there that
I
probably
guess.
representing. There's
But
no
if we're
registered
trying,
nurse Doom or
we're trying to acknowledge, right?
nurse
Right.
practitioner Strange. They don't have the
Nurse-
representation that the doctors
Nurse
do.
Ratchet. We have Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah. Mm.
That is true. That is
That
true.
was-
Yeah,
that was
we're just
pretty
talking about
good.
the famous
Ken Kesey, yeah.
nurses. You could argue
Yeah.
that Patch Adams was a nurse,
That's right.
or was he an actual doctor?
Laughter is the best medicine, so I think that makes him the best doctor.
Fair. That's fair. Well,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, it's just nice that someone is acknowledging the bravery that these beautiful people exhibit every day. I mean, it probably should have been our government or like a weirdo billionaire like Mark Cuban. I mean, I guess comics have succeeded where those miserly assholes failed. So, cheers to that. Way to go. Stan Lee, still ripping it from the grave.
still swinging for the fences, and hitting it hard. Well, check this out. A man hopped a security fence at the Las Vegas airport, climbing on the wing of a plane, and that was about to take off. The man had taken off his shoes and socks and was attempting to climb on the winglet before falling and being rushed to a hospital. According to experts, the only thing more dangerous than his actions would be taking a commercial flight during a pandemic.
Oh,
Or
can't
flying
imagine.
Southwest.
Wow.
Way too risky. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
go ahead.
oh, thank you, Clark. I just want to know. This is what happens when imitating the Twilight Zone goes wrong, right? I mean, what else happened to this poor schmo? Did he forget to translate an alien cookbook? I mean, was the first book that he read after the bomb went off one about glasses repair? I mean, come on, pachow to this guy. Totally screwing it up. Get a better gremlin costume. That's all I have to say.
It's true, you failed. You failed. You idiots.
Well, I think the dude was bored. I mean, what else are we supposed to do if we can't talk to people? Duh, you just jump on an airplane wing. It's better
next
than
logical
doing
thing.
drugs. Better than doing drugs. Yeah, why not? Try new things. Try something new. Go and get arrested. Go to jail for a few days. I mean, we are already in jail in our house and we can't go anywhere. Make it a little exciting, I say.
Changes up our routine, definitely, but it's
That's right.
Congress was foolish to warn Americans against video games, violent video games, Hey, nothing could have prepared Americans for Jim Carrey movies like Liar Liar, glorifying people on the tarmac as a romantic gesture. I'm sorry. I, for one, have stopped taking my romantic cues from movies and television, and that's why my partner says that the movie popcorn is stale, and that that roses are no longer no longer considered woke.
Yeah. Yeah, cutting off a bunch of flower sexual organs. I mean, it's pretty raunchy stuff. Yeah.
Did you say your piece there, Alabaster?
Yes, I believe I did.
Oh,
The whole thing about the Twilight Zone?
Oh, that's right. I was in the Twilight Zone. Oh, when you said it.
That's sake.
You're entering
That's
the
right.
Sake
sector
is
of
strong.
time and
It's
space.
strong.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
There you
of the
go.
Twilight Zone.
Half that Rod Serling, yeah.
That's right. Speaking of Twilight Zone, in Detroit, Michigan. Here we go again with Michigan. They've been in the news about 100 times this year. A new company is offering mobile bowling during the pandemic. Luxury Strike Bowling offers fully automated bowling,
That's crazy.
including pin reset and scorekeeping. The little people will just run and set up the pins again and score it for you. All in the trailer of a semi truck. They tried to hire me. I said no. Finally, an experience in the back of the truck to make you wish you were being murdered there instead of in your own house or your dreams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, bowling has always had an uphill battle to attract the population to its casual competition. You know, hey, without being featured in a Coen Brothers movie, you know, bowling just doesn't have the same '90s slacker vibe that we once all cherished.
Yeah. I mean, I just want everyone to be safe and sanitary during this pandemic, which is why I think that you can't recreate the feel of authentic bowling. I mean, if they actually sanitize the shoes, the whole game is ruined. I mean, it should feel like you are putting your foot into a bog made of bald truck tires. That's bowling, okay? Anything else is just a lie.
2 lanes. 2 lanes. It's looking good.
2 lanes. Well, I mean, I don't know. What else can we come up with? I was thinking that I could start a mobile restaurant using my Mini Cooper Clubman. I got 2 doors. So basically, it's like a little hatchback. I would drive up to the street right outside of your apartment, and I would bring the food that you ordered, and I would run out to the back of my car. I would open the door, set a little plaid blanket down. You could both get in the car, sit down, and have your lunch there. It would be called a Mobile Jolie. I'm going to call it after that girl who lives here. Mobile Jojo restaurant.
Mobo Jojo to go.
That's right. Mobo Jojo to go. Make a lot of money that way.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, okay, sign me up.
Don't get her to
Sound you
co-sign
in. I
on your
signed
papers
you right
because
in there.
Well,
don't get her to co-sign your business loan with you because she's been known to skip town on occasion. Okay.
Well, I know she's not paying any of her rent. That's what I know.
oh.
Yeah.
But I don't ever see her here, so I think they took her to jail.
Well. Speaking of jail, an inmate from Guantanamo Bay is finally being released after 18 years, after never being actually charged with any crime. Said Salih, newly released, had been accused of.
His name. What's his whole name again?
Oh, is it? Oh, Saeed Nashir. That's all one name.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought that was. Never mind.
It is a little repetitive of a name, and it does look like an American word.
Said this man.
Bit of a false friend there linguistically. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Look where we
Tongue
ended
got a
up
little
with.
sleepy. That's okay.
Got you. Saeed Nashir, newly released, had been accused of being a member of Al Qaeda, but never charged or tried. An official government release on the case both began and ended with the phrase "my bad." U.S.
Yeah, I mean,
government.
I keep telling you, yeah, habeas corpus, it's important, people, okay? I mean, it's why we can't just lock up Trump right now for looking and acting like a daughter-molesting, Russia-loving, PP-taping fraud. I mean, we need to amass evidence for everything except the daughter molesting. That is entirely obvious, okay? He doesn't hide that. We can get him on that today, but no one has. I don't know why.
Right. I mean, yeah. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? I agree with you to see Trump locked up for all the crimes he's committed. I mean, that this is not the only guy in jail being charged with nothing or falsely accused. And you know that all the criminals are out there running around becoming presidents of our country. I think it's a bunch of bull, wacky doodle gun snippers.
Well, it's good for Guantanamo for getting back in the news. I guess Americans needed a bit of a change of a pace from children in cages, which is exactly why I'll be going to Cuba with our show's only funds to discover whether or not I can actually handle a cigar.
Have you ever smoked a cigar?
I've tried.
Getting through a cigar, it's a mission, yeah.
That my grandfather used to inhale cigars, like smoke them like cigarettes. That's
I met
crazy.
a couple people who inhale cigars. It's gnarly. That's not right.
It's not right. I hope you don't do that, Sleepy.
I've tried them, but I've definitely never been able to finish half of one.
Yeah. Yeah, they take a while to get through those cigars. Definitely wasn't for me. Bear in mind, I've smoked Crystal since I was 15, so I can handle some shit. Trust me.
What's happening to you, Sleepy?
Sorry.
There?
The producers,
flies?
oh God, they're flashing me. All the producers are flashing me right now. It's crazy.
Ooh, call HR.
What do you
Call
see?
HR.
Do you see butt? Do you see?
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of hair. That's what I'm seeing right now. God, it's crazy. All the lights in my face, I can't see.
Pandemic, it's affecting us all. Yeah.
Oh boy.
What are they saying to you?
Well, the producers are letting me know that we only have 30 seconds left in this show, but we still have to solve when was the last time you were tortured? Quick, go.
Well, just now, right before the show, I was
right now, I've
tortured
just been
by my
tortured right now,
dog.
but obviously,
Who made me carry
the
him
fifth
outside
time that I
of
saw
my
Jingle
yard
All
while
the Way
I
was,
took a shit
I would have to
while
say,
I
the
was
last time I was
carrying him
tortured
and
to
dropped all
completion.
that shit right on
And when I say
my
completion,
floor. And now I gotta
That's my
wipe
thing.
it all up.
I put my
My
balls
ears
in a
fell
vice